Alright, I'm excited about making beef stock. I look forward to it every time this year. So right now I've got the variety of the different kind of bones with the bone marrow and everything in them. So I'm going to put them here in my roasters. I have two size roasters of this size, and then I have a smaller one. So these roasters I can bake. So I'm going to bake the bones 400 degrees for about an hour. And once that's done, then we'll add our water and our vegetables, and then we'll make stock. All right, let's get started. I said I'm going to put different types, places where the bones came from here. Got this. Yeah, let's put this in. Put a rib bone in here somewhere. See if it fits. Here we go. Here's another one. Okay, that should do for that one. There's some more rib bones. Okay, now I have a bunch of meat that was cut off as we were doing steaks and everything else. So I am going to throw some of this in here. Also, let me see. Throw some over here. This makes good vegetable soup too. I have this piece here. Let's see what we can get. There we go. Yeah. Then in this small pot here, put that in there. We'll throw some of this meat in there. Okay, we'll go ahead and bake these at 400. Put the lid on. Then I'll put water in this, and then we will let it simmer. So we'll see you in 72 hours. I had to cook these a little longer than an hour. I wanted to make sure, look at that. There we go, that looks good now. This like caramelizes a little bit. That's what we want. Fill this roaster up here so don't splash it out. Just fill it up with water. When we had the countertop built, I had my Amish neighbor build me a butcher block countertop. So I also have a cutting board that looks the same, and it's big enough to, when we're butchering hogs and stuff like that, for cutting up the, and getting ready to package everything. This is a 20 by 30 cutting board, and I love it. Now I got the carrots cut up, celery cut up, and onions. Now I leave my skin on my onions, so I'm going to split this up. And I do cut my stuff up little. I mean, you can put them in whole, but it goes down in the cracks a little better. All right, let's do some carrots. Now I am going to add a little bit of the whole black peppercorn, not too many. Whoop. Now we're going to, I'm going to let this cook for about 36 hours. I'm going to let it simmer, and then I will get back with you and I'll show you how I can my beef stock.
After it has cooked for 36 hours, I put it out into the garage and let it cool down so that way the fat can rise up to the top. And then in the morning we can scrape the fat off. Before I set it outside to cool off for the fat to rise, we remove the bones.
All right, let me get my apron on here. I have to kind of put it on a little bit different because of my rotator cuff surgery. It's hard for me to reach back. But people's probably been doing this for years. I just never paid attention. There we go. All right, so this can get pretty messy. So we're gonna go ahead and scrape this fat off of here, and then I'll strain it. This can be a really messy job, so I take an old rag and I kind of do it like this. And put this down here. That way when I transfer the fat over, it goes on the rag here. So now what we're gonna do is just scrape this out. Now I'm gonna strain this right into this pan here. Again, keep your towel down here. That just saves it from getting all over the canner and the countertop. So I already got it strained. I'm gonna put the lid on it, and then I am going to bring this to a boil, and once it comes to a boil, then I will can it. Tell you, there's nothing so good to go downstairs and open up a jar of this rich broth. This is so rich, you'll probably still have to dilute it. Oh, this makes fantastic brown gravy. Oh, it is so good.